Do you enjoy being able to supplement your kids' history curriculum with great resources like videos and books? But if you do, you probably have realized how time-consuming it can be. How much time you spend looking for videos and having to watch the videos yourself to make sure that they're appropriate for your kids. And you have all of these ideas of books that you can choose, and you aren't sure which one is the best. Wouldn't it be nice if someone would just, kind of take all of the great resources that you can use for your kids and put it all together in one place? And that would save you so much time. Well, you are in luck because someone has. Hi, I'm Christy with Homeschooling in Progress. Now, growing up, history was not my favorite subject. It was so dry and boring. And the textbooks we used just talked about the birth dates and the death dates and, a few things of what each person did. They didn't make history come alive at all. And so when we started homeschooling, I knew that I definitely did not want to go that route with my homeschooling for history. I wanted to make history come alive for my kids. I wanted to share, different historical fiction with them or biographies to kind of make the people from history come alive to them. And they are more than just a birth date and a death date. I want to, share wonderful videos with them on different people and different places and different wars and, just all of the events of history. And, when we go on vacation, I like being able to go to some different historical landmarks and historical sites to, kind of show them that, history is not just in a book. It's out there. It is among us. And so, I like being able to use, the resources available, the books and the videos and all of that to help bring history to life for my kids. But it is so time consuming. And so I was so happy when I was able to find this wonderful resource that is now available for homeschool parents to use to supplement their history curriculum. And before I get into it, I do want to mention that I was given free access to this program and compensated for my time. But all of the reviews that I'm going to mention are completely my opinion of having used it and what I think about it. So what is this great program? Well, the team at Notgrass History has put together a Homeschool History membership, which is an online searchable database where you can find different topics. You can search for different resources through topics. You can search by geographical area. You can even search by resource if you're particularly looking for a video, for instance. And so I want to go ahead and show you what it's about. And you will find a link below so that you can check it out for yourself. But before you do that, let me show you what I have found and what I really like about it. When you first come up to the website, you're going to come up to this page and find the first great thing about this program. You'll see it has a free 30-day trial so that you have a whole month to test out this program and see if it's something that you think that you will like. And after that free trial, then you can sign up for only $24 for an entire year membership. So it's a very low cost program that has tons of resources, hundreds of different resources that you can use to help with your history. And so I think you're going to find that it's definitely worth the value. So once you go ahead and sign up for the free trial and you log in, then you're going to come to this page. And they do have a little video on how you can use this site, which is nice. But you're going to see that you can search for your different, whatever you're looking for. You can search for it through a particular resource. So, if you're looking for a book to use, maybe for, historical fiction for a read aloud, or maybe you want a video, You can search by the map. So if there's a certain geographical area that you want to learn about, maybe through, what you're studying geography, or like I mentioned, even going on vacation, you can click on the areas that you're going to be traveling through on vacation and find some different sites that you can stop at for a history field trip. And then you also can search through topic. So, when you're doing your planning, maybe in the summer, you want to plan, your whole school year and kind of have an idea of what you're going to be studying, you can plan through each topic and see what they have available. And this site is new, and they are constantly adding new things to it. And so even if you don't see something, today that you really like, in the week or two or so on, you may see more and more things added to this that'll be good for your history topics that you're studying. So let's say that we want to search for a particular resource. So when you click on the resource tab, you're going to be taken to this page. And you can type in some keywords. So if you're looking for maybe a particular person or event, and then you can type in your resource type. They have different audio, books that you can use, different events, historical sites, videos, or even just different websites that are out there. And there also is a different filter that you can use where you can find just the top picks, which you're going to see this here, this little award symbol is the Notgrass History, the people that are running the Homeschool History, their top picks, what they think are very, very good resources that you're going to really enjoy. Or there is also a way to search for just things that you have in your bookmarks, which I'll get to in a little bit. So let's say that we want to search for, let's search for some videos on George Washington, and we want to find videos. Now, I typed in George, so that's going to pull up some other videos on people named George that are not just George Washington, but then you will see that, it did also pull up some different videos with George Washington as well. And so let's go ahead and click on this one and see what it is. So here it tells us that this is a video where we're going to learn about George Washington's experience as the first president under the Constitution. And it's available on Amazon Prime. So this external link is going to take me to Amazon, where you can either purchase it, or if you're a Prime member, then you will be able to access that for free through your Prime membership. And you can see that they have some different topics that this video falls under, and then what time period it falls under as well. Now, you may see this little red bookmark here. I have bookmarked this in one of my searches for different resources about George Washington. And so let me go ahead and show that to you right now. Up here next to your little login information, you will find a little bookmark. And so when you click on that, actually, let me go ahead and delete all of this information here so it shows me everything I have bookmarked. Then it's going to show you everything that you have bookmarked. And like I mentioned, I went ahead and I was looking through some different resources they offer for a study on George Washington. And so here I have found historical sites, like his birthplace monument and the monument in Washington, D.C., and even Mount Rushmore. And then there are some sites like the farm where he lived and Mount Vernon, and then even a couple of books that I might use as some different read-alouds or to assign my children, and then the video that I just showed you. And so this is really great. Like I mentioned before, if you are wanting to plan for like the entire school year, you don't have to try to remember all of these resources that you have found. You can bookmark them, and then you'll be able to either just search through this little tab for all of the bookmarks, or like I showed you before when I was clicking on here where it just showed me George Washington video, because that's what I had set it to, you can search just through each topic. So, you may have 50 resources bookmarked, but you can search for just George Washington or just the Civil War or just what you're looking for. So this is a wonderful tool that they have recently added to the program that really even just furthers your planning and saves you even more time. This program is such a huge time saver for a homeschool parent. Okay, so that was the resource search that we just did. Now let's look onto the map search and see what will happen when we go to there. So if you are looking for a particular geographical area, then you can use the map search to find that easily. And all these little flags here are resources that they have for those areas. So, let's say that we are going to be going to, through the middle of Tennessee on a trip. And I want to see what they have available that we can stop at and use as a little history field trip with the kids. So let's go ahead and click here, and we'll see that we could go to the James K. Polk Home and Museum. And my kids love touring different homes, different historical homes. They think that is so much fun to see the different beds and the different things in the kitchen, and they just really get a kick out of that. So this is something that they definitely would like. And I know that the Homeschool History team also thinks this is a great place to go because they have it as one of their top picks. And so that is something that I would probably definitely bookmark to plan to stop at in our travels through Tennessee. And then let's see what we have up here. Here's another one. So, maybe we can even kind of do a whole thing on James K. Polk and learn more about him as the president, because here is his tomb. And so this is something else that we could stop and look at with the kids. And then these external links here, when you click on those, that takes you to that website so that you can find out, where it is, when they're open, and some just different information about that. Some of these sites may even have different online tours that you can do. So if you don't live in the area, but you want your kids to be able to learn more about that place, then you might be able to just access it from your home through a tour. So this is another wonderful resource to be able to use the map search. Then the final way that you can search for your different things that you're studying is through a topic search. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And when you come to the topic page, you can search through region of the world. You can search through category. So maybe you're wanting to study people, or you're wanting to study certain events. Or you can just scroll through all of these are so many different topics that you can look for. So you can see that this is definitely going to cover, lots of different things that you could be studying in history. And so, let's go ahead. Here we have the American Civil War. So we'll go ahead and click on that, and it's going to show us all of the resources that they have for this topic. And so you're going to find videos on Abraham Lincoln, who was president of at that time. You're going to find different websites, and you're going to find different historical sites. You're going to find different books. Even information like websites that have music from the Civil War, which might be something that, maybe you hadn't even thought to look for and to show your kids. So when you're searching through this, you may even find some things that you weren't even planning to use as resources. So definitely lots and lots of different information. And this one is just on the Civil War. And so this is definitely a lot of information. Different, like maybe James K. Polk, you might not have as much information to search from. But there is definitely at least a little bit of information for so many different topics. So as you can see, there are so many resources that you can use to help you supplement your history curriculum. And the great thing is that this program doesn't have to be used with any particular homeschool history curriculum. And it doesn't even have to be used with a curriculum. You can use these resources to put together unit studies if you'd like. And so it's a very versatile program. And you don't even have to use it just for history. You can use this program to find out more about different music and musicians. We saw the Civil War music when we were looking through the Civil War resources. They have different musicians as well. So, if you're doing composer studies with your kids on Beethoven or Bach, they do have information on those composers. So, you can use it for music. You can use it to study different artists. You can use it to study authors. They have Laura Ingalls Wilder. They have William Shakespeare, to name a few. In science topics. So there are so many different ways that you can use this program, not even just for history. And I think the absolute biggest benefit to this program is that it saves you so much time. You don't have to go searching everywhere online for these resources. They've already done that for you. And you have the peace of mind of knowing that these are great educational videos and books and information to be able to share with your kids. And so you are definitely going to be able to make history come alive with your kids by using this program. So definitely use the link that I have below to access your free 30-day trial and to see if this is a program that'll fit well with your homeschool as well. Thank you for watching. Happy homeschooling.